welcome back to All the Crackers in the Box. Hi, it's me, your friend Corey, working on the second side of my tapestry pillow that was supposed to be my husband's last year's Father's Day gift or birthday or both. I can't remember at this point, it's been so long. But we are going to put in some work and do another row. I am down to, let's see, 79, 78, 76, what, whoa, 79, 78, 77, 76, 75, so that's 75, and that is another 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 21 rows away from being done this big project, and then I can start putting everything together, building the pillow back up. Okay, so this is not gonna work. See, I'm just a hot mess today, and that's okay. So this is our deer being highlighted in the sunset. The other side is a hunter. Looks very Red Dead Redemption 2, so my husband's gonna love it. It's for his gaming pillow, for his gaming couch, and it's a giant, big, huge one that I made many years ago that he's quite likes, but it ended up with a hole in the cotton, so I have to rebuild it, and I thought, you know what, why don't I actually make a new cover that is something that suits his gaming style, his favorite game, and we're gonna go from there. So it looks like I left this one open. Yes, I sure did. Okay, so we're doing 3. So I do need the orange here. I didn't think I did, but I do. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to say, welcome, and let's get crocheting today. So that was like the longest intro ever. Probably not, but you know, for me, it definitely was one of my longer ones. So I can't go this way. I have to finish this row properly. So we're going to finish, and then we're going to turn our work. All right. So I need an orange here. I need 1. Or should I do brown? I feel like I should switch this to a brown. That's why I left it open. That's right, because I was switching to brown. So I'm going to show you the pattern on my old phone. And normally, I would definitely make this part orange. But I'm looking at that this is actually the grass starting to come up. And we're going to be getting less and less of the oranges and reds. And I feel like this should all be the browns and to the black, so that we get our shadows and we get our grass coming up, and we can really see that the deer is definitely in a hunting spot, like he's out there. It's not just sunshine all around. So I'm going to open up this bag. Pardon me if that sound bothers you. I am very, very sorry. Hopefully you won't catch too much of it. Now we're going to pull this beautiful brown. Gorgeous. This is Loops and Threads. Actually, it's Craftsmart before they turned to Loops and Threads. So this is a fairly older type of yarn, but I'm running very low on it, so I wanted to put it in this project here. Okay, so we have our base, and we're just going to finish the stitch like that. All right, so our stitch is finished. We turn this way. Okay, maybe it's not finished. What am I doing here? Ah! Okay. Now this is the tricky part. Like, trying to change a color in the end is why I just quit where I was, because this can be very, very tricky to do. And then we're going to turn this way. And I'm going to want this to be dragged in the back. And I also want this orange to be behind as well. So they have decided to go to the front. See where my frustrations come in. Because I need to have these go behind. So we're going to pop through. And we're going to take that one, and we are going to wrap you behind here. I'm going to pull you through. So we go 1. There we go. We're going to pull that a little tighter. Tighten that up. And that is 2. And we have 3. And now we have to switch to orange. And it looks like I'm going to need a lot more brown now. So I may have to figure something out, but that's okay. We'll get there as we get there. So then, did my 3, oh, not that one, those ones. Okay, and now I need 2 oranges. I am going to pull the brown behind too, though. Because, yeah, I need to go a few more. I have 2 oranges. There we go. Oops. So we're just doing a single crochet. There's no fancy stuff here. So 1, 2. And now I have 1 red. 1 red. And we're going to pull those 2 behind the red. Down like that. So after the red comes back orange. So I need orange to come up front. Pull that through. Alright, got our red. Oh, this is going to be a lot of switch, switch, switch. Oh, I don't need to take the... Oh, okay. See, we're going to go back. I just realized those browns I was anticipating were in the row below. So we're just going to drop brown here. Brown, you stay there. There we go. And we're only carrying red. I don't like to carry too many if I don't have to, so I'm not going to. 1, 2, and we got a 1. Right, yeah, we got the 1. And then we're going 1 orange. All right. Okay, and I believe we go from orange to red. Yeah, we do. So now we're gonna try to pull this out of this big tangly mess. This is the fun part about tapestry. Like, you could get some really cool pictures and all that good stuff, but you do have to fight to keep your yarn from tangling or sliding together and ending up with some weird stuff going on. So I do have an orange here. So I really don't have to carry this orange, I don't think. I can leave it here. Right? Yeah, I sure can. So I've got 1 yarn, 1 red. This is the next red. And we're going to mark that off because I'm getting confused. We're going to do an orange. We're going to pull the red behind. There we go, an orange. And then we're going to grab a red. Put the orange there. We're going to go down through here. So that's my next red. Okay. And then we have an orange. And see how that is just the tangliest of tangles, and it looks like there might be a piece of hair in there too. Yeah, that'll do it every time. Look at that, just Crisscrossed applesauce. Yeah, there's a hair in there. That's why it's tangling like that, because it's wrapped around all the other yarns and all that good stuff. And this is just a hot mess. And I have tried figuring out ways to keep them apart. I do have them separated. I have bobbins. I try so hard to not have this happen, but this is what it is every time. And it does it with any time you have color work. So it is the bane of having to do it this way, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm just feeling like this here needs to be taken apart from each other. This is not working for me. There. All right. Forceful. Forceful. Yes. All right, so that's my red. Now I need to switch to orange. Okay. All right, so we got my red, we got my orange, and then we're going to have one more red. Two more reds. Wait, no. We're going to go red, and then we're going to go orange. One more time. Yeah, I think that's how it's going to work out. So we're going to go one red, two orange. So I'll mark that one off. And then to orange. And now I need more brown. Yeah, brown to the orange. Okay, so I need two brown to go in there. And I believe, digging down here, I got this nice little bit, and that's all I really need for this. It's just a small amount, so that one will do just fine. Now we're going to do another slip knot. And this is why tapestry can be a little bit challenging. This is barely even into the row, and look how long this video is already. But this is coming together in such a beautiful way, and I am very, very happy with it. I think this orange is a little bit wonky there, but you know what? Yeah, that is right, but it's making my brain hurt. There we go. So I need to take the orange with us. We want that back here. We want that back here. All right, so we got the two. No, it's supposed to be two orange. What am I doing? Silly girl. Silly, silly. Yeah, I want two oranges. So we did the one. Now we do the two. And this is where we put the brown. Where's my brown? Except we've lost my knot. There we go. And we're going to put the brown here. I do have to carry the orange, so this should actually be looser. This is not going to work. I don't like the knot to be outside. I like the knot, like where the yarn joins itself, to be behind the work. And when it goes through like that, it's just going to be in front, and it is noticeable, and I find it very unattractive and unappealing. I do not like it. So we have to redo that again, but we need a looser one. That one was too small. So let's try that again. I need it to be a bit longer. So this should be what I'm looking for. We want to go through here, tighten that a little. All right. And now we are going through here because we need to pull that through too. See, that just went to the front. I don't want that in the front. We want that back here. Should I just call this episode Struggling with Tapestry again? Possibly. There's a possibility I may call it that, because this is a bit of a struggle today. One and two. But it should not be under the yellow. Oh, something is going wrong here. I should have 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So somewhere I got too many, and I don't like this end. So you know what, honestly, this is just not happening right now. I'm losing count, losing my mind. And I feel like this right here was where I messed up the most. I feel like this was too high. I mean, I should not have orange on this end. So, going back to that row, I'm just going to take out all my little marks. Because this is supposed to go through here. Now I'm supposed to add the brown. So not that brown, but, oh boy, right here. So we're going to come up behind. I'm going to pull this sassy fellow through. I'm going to turn. So our yarn will come out that way. Yes. And then this should work out, right? We're going to... Oh my gosh. I am struggling right now, and that's okay. That's okay. This just showcases that, you know, things can go wrong, and it's okay to work around it and figure it out, because that is what I'm going for. See that? The end looks so much better that way. So we're going to go this way. So I need to do 3. We're going to grab our red this time underneath, and we're going to go 1, 2, and 3. That is much, much better. Okay, so I don't have that big orange bit hanging up there. So we have 3. And then I wanted 2 orange. We do not need to bring the brown, but I do need the red. So we're going to go 1, 2, then we have 1 red, 1 orange, 1 red, 1 orange. Oh, sorry, that's the red. Now we need an orange. And okay. So that's how many reds? 1, 2, and then 3 is this one. Grab that orange, and we're going to take that with us and leave the other orange behind. So we got our 3rd red. Then we go orange again. We're going to flip down here, switch it back to red, and then we do an orange. And that's a red, orange. Yeah, I can't speak, which is great, considering what I'm trying to do here, which is talk to you about this. And now I need to add the 2 other browns. Find the end. And that lines up the way it's supposed to this time. Perfect. That's better. That's better. Okay, because I was really, like, I messed up. I don't know how I messed that up, but I did. So we go 1 and 2 And then we throw this orange at it. We have to grab that yellow because we're switching to yellow after this. So then we're just going to go down, grab that, go through, pull it through, and end with yellow. So now I'm on to my yellow streak towards that, and that is looking the way I wanted it to. So the orange is kind of there, but not there, you know what I mean? It's kind of mixed through, and it's not hanging out here, and I have the right amount, and it's lining up the way it's supposed to. So that's as far as I got today. So thanks for joining me here at All the Crackers in the Box, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!